Hey, TikTok. Starting to get loopy with all this nonsense I've been doing. Switching cameras. Ugh. Anyway, Queen of Wands. All right. Full at the bottom of the deck. What is going on for TikTok? What's going on in the land of TikTok? All right. Six of Swords in reverse. Page of Cups. What we have here is someone, feels like two people, could be parent and child, having conflict, going back and forth, whatever the dynamic. You also have somebody who, I don't know if it's so much of an age difference. I mean, it could be just maybe even just a maturity level. Somebody who went out to do something, to try something. Even could be somebody actually went out into the world to try to become something. You know, they were too young. They didn't know what they were doing. So I don't want to use the word failure because I don't see it as anybody being a failure. I feel like this person's just not hardened enough. They're not hardened enough. Some of us are not really ready to go out to... There's some cruelness out there. It's very, very difficult in the business world. And, you know, I can only imagine. I'll just put it that way. I can only imagine. You know, even if it's like, you know, artists and stuff like that, the stuff that they have to be subjected to in order to get somewhere. And it almost feels like this. So this actually could be metaphoric. So somebody was too young. They went out into the world. They weren't really experienced. They didn't know how harsh and cruel people could be. And it's like they're coming back. Okay. So however this is for you, this could be quite literal. You know, somebody's like, you know what, that life's not for me. I thought I wanted to be a big movie star. I thought I wanted to be a big singer or something like that. That's not what I want because it's a cruel world. Okay. Or it could be just that somebody, you know, let's say there was a relationship. Somebody left to go do something else, you know, and now they're like, you know what, I see what you're saying, you know. This reminds me of something, as a matter of fact. Kind of like going out into the world, you know. I found the person that I want to be with, and I actually wanted to kind of experience a little bit more. So I went out and I realized that people are just horrible and horrendous. And I didn't realize how good I had it with this person. In this scenario, it does feel like it's a bit of an age difference. Four of Wands. Somebody wants to come back home. Somebody's just not for it. It is not for me. It is not for me. Three of Cups. Death. Dum, dum, dum. Death. Nine of Wands. So, if this is somewhat of a... For some, I am getting a hint of, you know, I want to go back home to mom and live in the basement. You know, it could be. In some cases, for that matter, if it is something like that, you know, however old you are, you're always going to be mom's little boy, mom's little girl. However, this mom, in my opinion, she has the right idea. If you come home, you're doing your own stuff. I'm not taking care of you. You know, you're going to have to, you know, you're going to have to pay your way. You're going to have to clean up after yourself. It's not like when you were little, you know. It's like you're welcome. You are absolutely welcome. But things are different, okay? However the dynamic, even if it is like a romantic thing, you know, if you're coming home to a different person. I've completely changed. The person that you left in the past is not the person that you're coming back to. This is completely different. You may think you're coming home to this, and you're not. However that is for you, whichever dynamic you are in, okay? If you go out into the world and you come back and expect things to be the same, it's not. People change. You leaving people leaves an imprint on people, and it causes them to change. Pain changes people. So if anyone had ever inflicted any pain, and there is an amount of pain here because you have the Six of Swords, okay? So somebody inflicted pain, whether it's just a regular heartache of, my child leaving home and now they're going out into the world and then they come back. That could be like the pain. Or, I wanted to go out and be a player. I wasn't ready to settle down. I want to come back home. You cause pain on that person, and that person you want to come back to isn't going to be the same person. That person's changed. However the dynamic. In fact, I don't even want to see his face. I can't stand this King of Swords. I can't stand the King of Swords. I can't stand the King. Lately, he's been really getting under my skin. So I don't know if there's somebody from somebody's past that kind of like routinely shows up, or anytime you think about this person, anytime mentions this person's name. Because lately, the past week or two, every time I see that King of Swords, I get so angry. I don't know why. It's just a card. So somebody out there is dealing with somebody and they're just like, I cannot stand this person. And they just kind of show up out of nowhere sometimes. All right. I have no idea what that's about, and I really don't even feel like digging into it. So somebody could even say, well, what happened while you were out there, in reference to this person? What happened while you were out there? I don't even want to talk about it. What happened between you and this person? I don't even want to talk about it. Because it's kind of the energy that I'm getting about that King of Swords, and he just keeps showing up. All right. So, I feel as though, well, hold on. This is interesting. The Nine of Wands again. Somebody may just need even just a place to stay for a little while. Just a place to lay their head. And I don't know who this is. So however it is that someone, needs to seek, refuge, solace. Whoever this person is to you. I don't know if it has any ties to the reading that I did on YouTube. I don't know. And again, this can be anybody. It doesn't have to be an ex. I know everyone thinks every reading's about the ex. And a lot of times we're missing key points in life. We're missing scenarios all around us because we always think it's the ex. And everything actually that's coming out in these cards usually is manifesting. You're just focusing on the ex, thinking it's the ex, when it's probably just you having a conversation with the neighbor or your mom or something like that. All right. So whoever this person is, could be an old friend. All right. Whoever it is, they fell on hard times. They actually went through a sort of, I'm just going to have to cover this up. Something happened. It didn't go very well. So I keep getting like 3 different scenarios. I keep seeing 3 different scenarios. I keep seeing somebody like as a singer or an artist. I keep seeing it like that, where somebody was like out. They thought things were going to be different. They thought it was going to be cool. They thought everyone was friendly. They realized that there's something very, very, I'm not one to get into this, but they realized there's something very, very dark, dark going on in something, or something that they were getting involved in. And they were like, I can't do this. This is my dream, but I can't, I keep seeing that. Could be somebody that might have been, I tell you, I'm starting to see something. I'm starting to see like a hotel room. I'm starting to see elevators. I'm starting to see like video equipment, pornography. I'm seeing stuff like that too. All right. interesting. Anyway, however that ties into somebody's scenario or situation. Now that can mean a few different things. I'll let you decide where that goes, okay? I'm just not going to even touch it. Anyway, somebody could be being exposed. I'll just put it that way. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. There is someone who keeps bothering another person. So you may not be getting the full story whenever this person comes to you. So let's say, you know, this is a friend or somebody that you do want to help. They're coming to you and they're not telling you the extent of what happened to them. And it's something that you probably would like to know. Let's say, I can't say that I'm sensing any kind of level of danger, but I do see some like ick here, okay? Sometimes we have to be very careful about the people that we want to help, because they could be bringing danger to your door, okay? I know a lot of times we want to open our home to help people, you know, because we would want that. But I would like to think that if you had somebody chasing you, somebody stalking you, somebody that's dangerous, even if it's the law, that you would want people to tell you. Or if I had something like that, I wouldn't want to take that to somebody else's house. That's mine. I'm not going to dump that on anyone else. You know what? If I did something, hey, I'm not going to go to, hey, can you hide me? Or, you know, not that I think that that's what this is. I feel like this person isn't even telling, you know, the other person that they're in trouble, or they may have something going on. I know this story kind of went around a weird way, but somebody may be perceiving somebody in a certain light. And even though they probably are a good person, maybe they do need help. However, like I said, they could be bringing something, you know, somebody could come looking for them, and you don't even know. So, what are you going to do when something like that happens? You know, because let's face it, not everyone is loyal. Not everyone is like, you know, I'd be mortified if I even considered bringing danger to somebody else's home. Me personally, if I was. You know, not that I would, but you never know. Sometimes people can be wrongly accused of stuff. You have people that really are just very selfish. They're scared. I mean, you know, it could be scary. But there's things that you have to think about too. All right? That's what I have. Now, somebody could have a nasty ex, you know. Somebody could have fans. I'm getting a whole bunch of stuff here. I must be tapping into a bigger collective, is what it is. Because I keep getting different scenarios. I'm seeing different scenarios. So there could be somebody who has a lot of fans. You know, let's say they're doing something pornographic and they have a lot of fans. And these creepy fans are finding where they live. Somebody could be dealing with something like that. All right. Anyway. I'm not even going to say it. You knew who that is, right? And the other person are probably like equally as much as the King of Swords. It's the Queen of Cups in reverse. All right. So, in a nutshell, this story has taken another turn. It's the same story, but it's kind of coming together. Yes, all those other stories are going on. Yes, I'm getting confirmation. Yes. However, it's bringing it down to one. The most important story right now. Somebody has another person looking for them. Okay? This could be an ex, or it could be the law, or an official of some sort looking for somebody who is, they're crafty, they're slick. They've been getting away for far too long. They've been getting away for far too long. They probably have been draining somebody of money, or they've been watching somebody stalking somebody. All right. Tell me about this magician. Somebody's going to be sorry because they're actually going to be covering for somebody. Somebody could be covering for somebody, or somebody could be hiding somebody out. It's going to cause problems to somebody. So we always have to be careful with who it is that we're helping out. I know we'd like to help people out, but we need the full story. We need the full story. Sometimes you just have to come out right out and ask, is anybody following you? Are you in danger? You need to tell me, because this is my home. You know, I have a family. And if people can't, you know, just call the police on them right there. Get out of my house. Get out of my house right now. You know, that might be something that somebody needs to do. All right? All right. That's what I have. I think I'm going to cut it off there, but I was getting a sense of this. I'm starting to go back to the story of the, you know, like the mother and child. I don't know how that ties into it, or if this is part of it, or that's how somebody sees somebody. They're just like, dude, that's my child. I have to help my child. You know? And if that's the case, then, you know, but, you know, there are other things that we have to deal with. You know, as far as, you know, if it's something like that, you know, you could be putting yourself in harm's way, especially if they actually did do something that was wrong to somebody else. You know, if it is your child, well, maybe they hurt somebody else's child, so think of it that way. I don't know. Anyway, this could be getting ugly. That's it. Have a good one. Happy Halloween tomorrow.